I got sick flows and them hard for the days I got them. If it ain't my profit, I ain't worried about it. By now, I got big goals, motivational dreams, I got them. I want the whole enchilada. I got sick flows and them hard for the days I got them. Yeah, if it ain't my profit, I ain't worried about it. By now, jumped up in that water, swim like great whites. I'm on a mission, all cash, you see no great lights. I'm trying to show my kids you be anything, just get your mind right. You gotta have some patience, it'll come just when it's time right. Look, I've been out here chasing dollars in that limelight. If a nigga trap me, I'ma put him in that spotlight. I hit him in this shit, break him down, he go night night. I told you that your nigga
I'm sharing to some people, sharing.
on the road, if the price right, go and do a show and come back home in the same night. I'm motivated, concentrated, bitch, I got my mind right. I'ma stack these dollars, told my family we gon' be alright. I got big goals, motivational dreams, I got.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Cream. We back in the building. Hope you guys are feeling fantastic. I know I am. We are in the building with this amazing co-host, Mr. Multi-Millionaire Calvin Allen in the house. And of course, yours truly, Cam with Kim's Credit Leverage. We're coming at y'all live from Colorado Springs, okay? So while we're already waiting for some people to tap in, go ahead and put in the comments where you're chiming in from. We have some amazing things that we're doing in our community, and we're going to share that with you. We also have a special guest coming tonight. So, yep, go ahead and chime in, tap in, tap in. How you doing, multimillionaire?
Smooth. Can you hear me?
Up there.
A bit.
Yep, just say testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing. Testing. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
All right. Good? All right, cool. I'm smooth. What's up, people? What's up, babies?
We're going to get started in about 2 more minutes. I do know that we have a special guest going on, guys. Millionaires, billionaires, entrepreneurs, all these big businesses out here. We're listening to I Got Big Goals by C.R.E.A.M. We got big goals, and he was talking about if it ain't about profits, then he don't want to talk about it. But anyway, so let me go ahead and turn the music off. All right, there we go. All right, we are at it again. Thursday Night Cream, where credit rules everything around me. Yep, so what we're going to talk about tonight is pretty much why credit rules everything around me, or who knows, we might be talking about why Christ rules everything around me. What I do know is that multimillionaire Calvin and I, we've had a lot of things going on. We are revamping our whole entire system, our whole entire website, our whole entire platforms. So we're out here doing some big major things. So thank you guys for your patience. Thank you guys for your commitment, and thank you for showing up tonight. Once again, for all of those who are tapping in late, or even if you're watching the replay, thank you. Go ahead and chime in and put in the comments where you're chiming in from, because we want to know who we're reaching across the nation. I feel good. I feel excited. Yeah, so multimillionaire Calvin, tell the audience what you got going on. I see people coming in from YouTube, Facebook, coming in from neighborhood _Cal_ coming in at Kim's Credit.
That's what I'm talking about. Come in, blessed. Come in. You know what? Come in wanting to know some stuff, right? Come in wanting to know some stuff, because we should be having a guest that's coming on here later on, Mr. Tyree. And we're going to be talking about ride share. Listen to me. He dropped some knowledge on me about ride share that was phenomenal. And this is a way that you can actually start building some cash flow. Whether you driving cars or whether you just actually using your affiliate link. And hopefully that's some of the stuff that he talked about. I want to give up too much information, but we got a guy coming on here and we're going to be talking about rideshare and how rideshare can get you employed, right? How you can start that as a business, right? And that's what I mean by employee. So we got a guy coming on with rideshare, but other than that, me, I just been going to the banks, get ready for Sunday. Y'all do not want to miss Sunday. If y'all don't know about Sunday, Miss Kim, you want to tell them about Sunday, or you want me to tell them about Sunday?
You could tell them about Sunday.
So look, Sunday, y'all, I do have a Zoom. I'll be also putting a Zoom link in here. I got a Zoom on Sunday at 9, what is it, 9:30? I think 9:30. I give you the time. As a matter of fact, it's on there. So don't quote me on this. But I have a Zoom on Sunday. I want to believe it may be like 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So if you are on Pacific time, which is
Is that AM or PM?
PM. Good question. I got a Zoom PM that I will be talking about pretty much how you do things as far as get money for your business, right? That ain't that what everybody need. They need money for their business. How you also start an LLC, how important it is, how important is money. And pretty much my whole concept of me talking on Sunday is pretty much gonna show people for real. I'm gonna show people how business is not just a good idea, but it's a God idea. And I want to show people that, and I ain't putting Christ or the Bible or anybody, but I'm gonna show people how I became wealthy just by understanding biblical principles that I took out of the Bible and I just start using it. And as I start using it, I start understanding God real provision for his people, and we supposed to be rich. For real, for real. We supposed to have prosperity. We supposed to be, have dominion. I mean, and look, don't get me started, but you do know what I miss Sunday. I send you the link. Matter of fact, let me put the link in here in
Okay,
my
so
in
is
my
this
comments.
something that you're doing solo? Or are you going to have a panel? Because you said something that you're doing. So is this a panel or?
So good question. No, it's not. It's not a pan. I mean, it's not. It's not just me. I mean, it is just me. The people ask me to come on and talk, but I'm bringing the crew. I'm bringing the crew. You feel me? I'm bringing the crew, a crew such as yourself. You invited most definitely. I did involve you. So on Sunday, I want you to get on and pretty much talk about, some of the things that you got going on, how and what I did to help you get to that point, and how we gonna continue on growing together, right? So Sunday, I do got a crew. I got a crew of people actually talking about the things that I told them and where they at right now, right? Because we really want to see real testimonials. So I pretty much got some people that's gonna get on and give y'all real testimonials from the information that I gave them, and then from there, look, I'm gonna take y'all all the way up, baby. I'm gonna show y'all how
All the
business,
way up.
all the way up, how business is not just a good idea, but it's a God idea. So that is Sunday. I'm actually about to drop the link right here in my comments. I dropped the link right now in my comments for Sunday. You do not want to miss this. We got our guest. Come on. So I dropped the link, y'all, for Sunday. What's up, King?
What's going on? What's going on?
Chilling. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Can't complain at all.
Did you take?
Welcome, Ty. Welcome, Tyree. Welcome.
What's going on, Miss Kim?
Did you take your nap?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good. See, I ain't take mine. I didn't take my nap. I should have taken a nap. I didn't take a nap. I've been grinding, still grinding, up and grinding.
As
But
you guys
look,
can see, I always am well rested. I always get my beauty sleep. Can you tell?
look, you need to teach. Look, sometimes you need to teach me how to do that. You got to teach. Sometimes I need to learn how to implement that, right? Which is dope. So I salute you, Queen, on doing that. So look, All right,
No, I'm just switching the just
All right,
checking
cool.
out some things. That's
Now
it.
that's smooth. How y'all like? I like it like that. That's smooth like that to me.
Yeah, that's smooth.
All of it was smooth. So look, if this is your first time on here, let us know where you're chiming in from. It's your man Neighborhood Cal, also known as Multi-Millionaire Cal. We also got Miss Kim, my lovely host, Miss Kim Credit Connor. You know what I'm saying? When she teach you how to leverage what you want, right? She teach you how to leverage what you want in order to get what you desire, right? So she teach you how to leverage what you want in order to get what you desire. And then at the bottom, I don't know, it might be y'all bottom, my top, your right, my left, I don't know, but we got my other guest, Tyree. Man, look, Tyree, what's going on, King? Man, you actually doing great things in the community, man. I can't wait for you to tell the people what's going on.
Absolutely. So I'm just out here showing people how to leverage, they time behind the wheel for all of those, Uber driver, Lyft drivers, delivery drivers, Postmates, DoorDash, how to leverage their platforms as well as credit
Right.
to, create six-figure incomes for themselves. So, it's
Okay.
all about leverage.
So you basically about to get on here and teach people about teach people about how to leverage their cars and credit?
Absolutely.
Oh
Their
yeah, I need to
cars
hear
and
that.
their time, so that you can actually get the income and the time freedom that you really want. But it starts with leverage.
But it starts with leverage. So basically, if we had a title, what would we call this title of today? What you about to show us, or what you about to teach us?
7 steps to earn 6 figures or more as a rideshare or delivery driver.
Okay, somebody put that down in our comments. We got 7 steps, right? 7 steps. Go ahead and explain that again. 7 steps to do what?
7 steps to 6 figures
Okay.
as a rideshare or delivery driver.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I caught one of your episodes once before, Tyree. Yep, about that. So yeah, they'll be excited to hear it. I'm super excited to hear it. Thank you for
It's dope,
sharing the
y'all. Listen to it.
knowledge.
It's dope. When he told me this stuff, I said, y'all need to listen to this.
Go for it. All right. First of all, let me go ahead and shout out the audience. Hey, Miraji, she's chiming in from Albuquerque, one of my affiliates. Tanisha Wilkes, another affiliate with the business. Mr. Cornelius Davis, another affiliate. I'm telling y'all, Nove is showing up and showing out. We're doing some amazing things with Nove. We are not a credit repair company.
Right.
We are a fintech solution company. We're implementing insurance as well. So I wanted to go ahead and put that out there. We're on a whole nother level. So I'm super excited to be, a part of this journey. Tanisha, she did help us out. She put in the title 7 Steps to 6 Figures as a
Thank you. Yep,
rideshare
she did. I see that.
driver.
What's up, Tanisha?
What they do say is that every millionaire need at least 7 streams of income.
Yeah,
So
we
he's
need
about to
Absolutely.
show you 7
Man,
steps
listen.
to that baby. Go ahead, guys.
And it's worth it. It's worth it, y'all. Listen, y'all. Take notes. Go ahead, Tyree.
I gotta take this phone. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so check it out. I'm about to get ready to show you guys how to, as Miss Kim just said, how every millionaire need at least, I think, what was it, 6 or 7 streams of income. And I'm going to show you how to do that literally from behind your wheel, from the car, right? Leveraging your car, creating multiple streams of income in a simple way, in a simplistic way. One of the things I was able to do before I stopped driving, I actually just started back driving maybe about 6 weeks ago, just to document my process. And I want to kind of create 6 figures from scratch and show people exactly what I'm doing from a scratch point. Back in 2000 and let me see, what was the year before COVID? 2019.
2019.
Yeah, I was able to do over 330,000 just by leveraging my time behind the wheel. And so, while I was at the barbershop.
So real quick, you made over $300,000 just by driving, time behind the wheel.
Right, leveraging driving.
Leveraging driving. Okay. So I might stop you a couple of times, right? Just so our audience can kind of feel what I'm feeling, because I'm like, what you talking about just by driving? Not no pickup truck, is it? Was it a truck? Like, what type of driving?
No truck. I'm talking about Uber, doing Lyft, DoorDash. That's it. The same stuff that so many people out here doing right now, making DoorDash deliveries. So I'm about to, put a whole twist, a whole mindset behind it, because it all starts with the mindset, right?
Yeah, right.
My main goal of what I do is I show people how to take that driving gig and turn it into a real business that's going to give you the time, the income, and the freedom that you really want.
Okay.
The problem with most people who drive these rideshare delivery gigs, right? I would go as far as even say over-the-road truck drivers, right? The problem with it is a lot of people think about it as a little driving gig, right? We think about it as a little side hustle, right? A lot of people think about it as a job, right? Another little job. Well, when you think about it like that and you take that approach, you're going to get those type of results, right? You're going to get a little side gig result. You're going to get a little side hustle result, a little job, my little driving job. So I want to show you how to take your little driving job and turn it to a real business, a profitable business, a 6-figure business, right?
Right. So in other words, real quick, and Miss Kim, let me know if you got any questions. In other words, bro, what people do, what people use their vehicle as a liability, right? You know how to turn it into an asset, right? So on a regular day, as you driving your vehicle, instead of you making it as a hobby, a little side job, you could really create a passive income by making it a business. Is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell me.
Now, when I talk about making six figures, you know, the first thing a lot of people tell me is, man, I ain't got time to drive that much. You know, like, man, what are you doing? Driving 100 hours a week? Right?
Right.
And the answer is no. So actually, I'm showing you how to make six figures by actually driving less. Driving less and making more.
Okay.
You know, so, but again, you know, you can drive as much as you want, as little as you want, and you can still make six figures by following these 7 steps. All right.
Okay.
Now, again, the key word here is leverage. Okay. Leverage.
That's my name. That's my name.
I'm going back to that
leverage.
because a lot of people are going to think, all right, 6 figures from driving with Uber and Lyft and DoorDash, thinking I got to drive a lot. That's not leverage.
Right.
And by the way, let me say this as a side note, right? As a preface, I actually did make 6 figures driving. Okay. I mean, straight up driving. I was putting in about 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week. I made 6 figures my first year driving. That is not leverage. Okay. That's overkill. That is no time with family. That's overworked and underpaid. That's frustration. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess you can.
So
you may be able to make it driving.
What are we leveraging? The time, the money, the what? What are we
Everything. So I'm gonna get into it.
I hope y'all listen to me, y'all. Tag some people, share this, because the information you got, it blew my mind away, right? To see another person make hundreds of thousands of dollars just by leveraging. I talk about leveraging a lot, but this is a different type of leverage. I mean, a different type of product that he leveraged it in a different type of manner, and it's awesome. So y'all want to listen? Go ahead, bro.
So check it out. Step 1, right? This is leverage. 98% of drivers, which means that 98 out of every 100 drivers are driving as a sole proprietor. When you get started with Lyft, with Uber, DoorDash, Postmates, any other delivery gig, rideshare job out there, you are considered a self-employed business owner. Whether you like it or not, I don't care how you look at it. You may look at it as a little job, a little whatever, but you are a business owner. Every last one of those companies are going to give you a 1099 at the end of the year. Okay, that's number 1. So the problem is 98% of drivers, meaning 98 out of every 100 drivers, sign up using their name and their social security number, meaning that you're going to get paid as a sole proprietor, right? Now, step 1 is
I don't mean to cut you off, multimillionaire, but you know we have to like break it down in layman terms. Like step 1 is what? Like step 1,
getting started the right way.
There you go.
That's right.
Okay.
So step 1.
So step 1. Let me put that in the comments.
Getting started the right way.
Come on, somebody put that in the comment. Step 1 is getting started the right way. Okay.
There you
Absolutely.
go. Thank you.
So that's step 1, getting started the right way. Gotcha. Now, by the right way, now, of course, you can get started however you want to get started, right? But when I say get started the right way, remember, I'm going back to a key word, leverage. So everything I talk about has to do with leverage. So getting started the right way in a way that's going to help you leverage what you're doing. Now, you can get started as a sole proprietor using your name and your social security number. That's not going to give you that much leverage.
So look, real quick, King. Somebody just texted and said, I wish it could be underneath my EIN. Is that where you about to get to?
Absolutely.
All right.
Because every last one of those platforms, they give you an option. They say name, social security number, or business name, EIN. Every last one of them.
Okay.
All right. Now, when you choose name, social security number, right, that means you are operating as a sole proprietor. When you choose business name and EIN, the only way you can get those is if you establish yourself as a real business entity, meaning LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. I'm not going to go too deep into the differences, but just know that those are real, or not, at least not on here. You know, I'll have a time, we'll have a space where we actually go deep into that, but not on here because we don't have time for that, right? But you want to establish yourself as a real entity. Now, most people are going to establish themselves as an LLC. You know, you'll start getting into those other corporations once you start, you know,
making more money.
Yeah, making more money, doing bigger things, having people work for you and that type of thing like that.
Right.
But most people is going to be an LLC. That's the simplest, that's the easiest, you know, way to go. Now, Why do you want to do that? Now let's talk about leverage, right? Let's say for instance, for those of you guys that know, maybe you guys don't know, you can get started with a lot of these companies, regardless of whether you have a car or not, right? With Lyft, you can sign up with Uber. You don't have to have a car. Most of these companies have rental car programs that you can rent. Now, even if you rent a car or lease a car, right? What happens is, as a sole proprietor, you're eating that cost of your car. You're eating the cost of a car, and you're not necessarily eating the gas because you can deduct your gas mileage and things of that nature as a sole proprietor just as well as you can as a real business. But watch this. As a business owner, LLC, you can deduct your car rental or lease. Wow. Meaning it's 100% tax deduction, meaning that it's technically free to rent or lease that car.
Because it's in your business.
Because it's in your business name. If you are a sole proprietor, you're going to eat that.
So step one, the right way, get your LLC. So when you first join the ride share, right, any one of these ride shares, and we'll probably get into a little bit more details on certain ones that you would suggest, but any one of these ride shares, they have the option of either you doing it on your personal level or on a business level. So Absolutely. They will have, and I'm just pretty much recapping for the audience. They will have an option saying that you can be a sole proprietor, so you use a social security number, or you can use the EIN, which is your business entity, right? So Absolutely. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and pick EIN. So you want to have a registered EIN. You want to have a real deal LLC. Now you got an EIN number. Once you get that EIN number, basically what you're saying is now that separates you from personal to business. Now you could go ahead and write off whether you leasing a car, renting a car, getting gas, whatever you want to do.
It's just one thing.
Oh yeah, God. because I want to chime in too. We don't despise small beginnings, y'all. So if you don't have your EIN or your LLC, you definitely want to get back to either one of us and we can show you how to do that. But I know he's about to dig in to show you how you can make it without your EIN and your LLC, because I heard
Absolutely.
That. Yeah. So don't think because I don't have an EIN or LLC that I can't do this. Stay tuned, y'all. Don't leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you could do it either with or without it. It just when you got an EIN, it's more beneficial than without it.
Right.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
All right,
So listen. I also want to say this.
To go business and then personal.
Yeah.
I also want to say this because I don't want people to get confused, right? Get started however you can get started, right? Because I know that in some states, getting an LLC can cost up to $500, right? Depending on where you are right now, you may not have that. Some states is only $50 or $75, but you might not even have that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. That don't mean don't get started. You get started wherever you are because you can always backlog. Okay? You do want to try to make sure you do it before the end of a fiscal year. Right? Because you could always backlog everything. So let's say you start off as a sole proprietor, but before the year is over, you do want to try to make sure you get yourself an LLC. So you want to get in, make your money, and then take your money and then get your LLC if you don't have it right off the bat, right? So you don't want to wait around and do nothing. You know, you do want to make some money because I'm about to give you a bunch of other plays, right, where you're going to be making money at the same time, okay? So just to be clear, you don't have to, I call it getting started the right way, but you don't have to wait for that to get started. You get started however you can get started. Okay. So for those of you guys that are driving as a sole proprietor right now, which I said 98% of people are, is perfectly fine. Okay. Just change it when you can.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind, you know, that, okay, eventually I'm going to upgrade to an LLC and switch my form, because remember, you only going to get that 1099 at the end of the year. Okay. So once you get your 1099 before the year is out, that's when you want to make sure you change over if you can, right? So ASAP, as soon as possible, switch to an LLC, a real business entity. All right. Okay. You can change your tax forms at any time of the year.
So real quick, because I got way more people that's joining in my live. Real quick, y'all, the ones that just joining in, we are talking about how to make income by leveraging your car, right? Your car, your vehicle, what you drive every single day, whether you use it as a liability. We teach you, I mean, if you use it as a liability, he teaches you how to use it as an asset on any type of platform that's dealing with ride share. Also, what is ride share? What is ride share? Just I don't really. I mean, I know, but let's just act like I don't know, right? What is
Right.
ride share?
So ride share basically means you are sharing your ride with an actual person. Unlike deliveries, we all know what deliveries is. You make food deliveries or some type of, maybe you're delivering roses or whatever the case may be. Ride share just basically means you're sharing your ride with somebody, with another passenger. So basically that's Uber, Lyft, or anything that's similar to that.
Can
right?
Amazon be a ride share if you're not sharing it with somebody? You sharing product, like, right? You got to take some product and.
No, that's delivery.
Okay, so that's not ride share.
Right. So
Okay.
basically the difference is deliveries is you're delivering products.
Okay.
Ride share meaning you're basically delivering people, right, to their destination.
Okay, y'all got that, right? Audience, y'all got that. All right, cool. My man, we got some dope audience. All right, cool. And I know we got some questions in there too. Real quick, he said, so if you use your EIN, Cornelius, he said if you use your EIN, do you want to use your own personal car or does it matter? Good question.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Again, talking about leverage again, right? As an LLC, listen, and first of all, as a sole proprietor, there are a lot of tax deductions that you can get as a Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whatever driver. There's a lot of things that you can write off as a sole proprietor. The difference is there's about 100 more things that you can write off as an LLC versus a sole proprietor. So there's a lot of people that I talk to. They're like, well, I'm cool. I write off this, I'm that, and I write off that. I'm like, cool, you can, but you're limiting the stuff that you can write off by not being an LLC. So yes, you can write off a lot as a sole proprietor because you are a 1099 business owner, right? But as an LLC, as a business owner, you're able to, as an established entity, you're able to write off more. Okay. So that's the difference. So again, you're leveraging. Now the next thing I want to talk about is
Taisha, thank you. Yes, see, she writing it down. That's the man. She helping me out because I'm going back and
now watch this. I'm gonna show you something. We're talking about leverage still. We still in step one, right? Getting started the right way. Now, here's another play, right? Here's something that you can do as a business, as an established business owner that has an EIN that you cannot do as a sole proprietor. You cannot open up a business bank account as a sole proprietor. Now, maybe something has changed somewhere that I don't know about, but as far as to my knowledge, I haven't seen any banks that will let you open up a business bank account without actually having an EIN and an actual business entity.
Yeah, they won't.
Are we still on step one?
We still on step one. We still on step one.
Okay.
There's a lot under step one. That's just a piece, right? So step one is a lot, right? Let's get it started the right way. So now you can open up yourself a business bank account. Now this is going to be really important for what I start going into because we want to circle back around to this a little bit later, right? But in step one, you're able to open up a business bank account. This is important. 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 24 months from now, I'm going to show you why this is important now, right? Now that you get started the right way, you can open up a business bank account. You got yourself a real business entity, right? LLC or some type of C or S corp, right? And now you can funnel all of your money into that business bank account. It's important. You want to funnel all of your money into that business bank account. I don't care where the money comes from. If you got a 9 to 5, a job or whatever.
Come on, bro. Look, that's a gem, y'all. Say it again. Wow.
Funnel every red penny. If you sell candy, that money goes into your business bank account. If you have a job, that money, you need to switch your direct deposit to that business bank account. Your ride share gig, your driving gig, I'll just say that for now on. Your driving gig, all of the money you make from driving needs to go into that business bank account. Why? Because you want your business bank account to show cash flow. I'm gonna come back around to it because we're gonna talk about what you can do 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 24 months from now, and some things that you're able to do to expand how you can get hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this is just a piece of it, right? But you want to show cash flow, constant cash flow into that business bank account, not a personal bank account.
Right.
So we're going to talk about business funding.
Yes, Taisha, yes. Chase is super dope. And look, I'm gonna talk about that later.
Yes.
Chase, I got some praise report about Chase, y'all, and I'll talk about that later.
One of the dopest.
Yeah, honestly. It's one of the dopest. Right now, if y'all want to open up your own business account, Chase is super dope. But I most definitely want to hear what you got to talk about. Go ahead, King.
Right, because we're going to start talking about how to get business funding later. But that bank account is part of it. But in order to get business funding, you don't necessarily have to have a business bank account, but this is going to help you for the next part that I'm about to talk about. We still in step one, getting started the right way. Because again, I'm talking about these things because if you don't get started the right way, if you don't have that EIN yet and that business entity, you can't take advantage of the stuff that I'm talking about.
Right.
So that's why I call it getting started the right way. Then you can start taking advantage of some of the stuff that I'm talking about right now, such as a business bank account, letting that business bank account show months of cash flow, right? Now, the next thing, right, is we're going to talk about building business credit. Guess what? If you're going to build business credit, you have to have what? A business entity. Like all a part of what?
Real quick, Shanita, you don't need to set up a merchant account.
That's what as a business.
Oh, no, you don't necessarily need that.
No, you don't. But it'd be good. You don't necessarily need it, right? For ride share, right now we talk about for ride share.
Yeah, ride share, that's not even necessary.
Okay, yeah. So it's not necessary, Queen. Nope. Okay, so for ride share, but in other business aspects, I would say yes. But in this ride share, no, because it's getting direct deposit automatically to your account anyway through ride share.
Right. Even if you do have a merchant account, that merchant account should be deposited into a business bank account.
Because once again, we're talking about entities that has to do with 1099. You're already getting paid from them. So a merchant account is something when you're accepting outside of a 1099, kind of like Cash App.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks, Queen. Thanks.
Yeah, you're selling products or something like that.
Yep.
All right. So now we're talking about building business credit. Drivers. Truck drivers, delivery drivers, food drivers. What's the one thing that you have to do, right?
Get gas.
You got to get gas.
I was just playing, but that's for real, right?
And make sure
you got to get gas. Yeah, you do got to get gas.
And make sure that your cars are registered and up to date and all that good stuff, right?
Right.
Watch this. Pop quiz?
Here's what I know. If you are now, this is full-time drivers. I'm only speaking about full-time drivers. Full-time drivers I know spend anywhere between $250 to $300, sometimes more, a week in gas. Okay, a week. That's $1,000 or more for some drivers that's driving full-time. That's getting it. That's doing at least 40 hours a week. I know that you're spending at least $1,000. Well, maybe I live in Cali, so some of you guys live other places. In Cali, you definitely spending $1,000, right? A month in gas. Maybe some other states, y'all, gas is not like it is out here, but
Side note, real quick, Calvin, the card that you told me to apply for, Prosper. I got Prosper a couple of weeks ago, but I just applied for the fleet card. I did put $200 down, but I got like $800 gas credit for my business. So, so thank you.
So no, you're welcome. Can you put that link in there so people can know to go get a gas card from them?
Sure, from Fleet. Let me see if it's that accessible.
And then I think I seen Taisha. Taisha, can you also send a link to the BP business card you referring to? Anybody got any information? Put it in the chat for us because we want to actually educate everybody, right?
Absolutely.
Good. And I'm glad to see Taisha balling. She doing her thing. She getting the grants and all that. I'm sorry to read the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to show you how to leverage these.
We get excited. Sometimes we get a little sidetracked.
Right.
It's good. But listen, these gas cards, these names that you guys are throwing out, that's important, right? Fleet card, Shell, BP, it's so A to B card. It's so many of them, right? We're probably going to be naming a few, right? Shell, I think I already said Shell. Just about every gas company has their own gas card, right? Well, guess what? As a rideshare driver, when they ask you when you sign up to get these cards, they ask you about how much do you spend a month. For most rideshare drivers or, drivers, right? Okay. Gig drivers, let's just say that, gig drivers. For most gig drivers, you don't even really have to lie about how much you spend most of the time, unless you're working like once a week or, maybe part-time. But full-time drivers, you can tell the truth and they're going to approve you, right? Now, some of them it does depend on your credit score, right? So depending on what your credit score is, you may need to do a deposit or kind of like a secured, security deposit. For better credit scores, you don't have to do a security deposit. They just want to get you a line of credit. But either way, again, you know that you're spending this money anyway, so it shouldn't matter, right? Because you just basically spending money that you want to do anyway. The key word is anyway, right? You spending gas anyway. Now, I don't know if I should go too deep on that in here. I'm probably not, because I'm just really just giving you guys a concept. I go deep a little bit on a different training. I'm gonna leave a link to that, right? Because we don't have time. We already like close to 30 minutes in right now, so we don't have time.
That's a whole nother training for that.
Absolutely, a whole nother training.
He goes deep, guys. I'm telling you, he really does. He shares a lot of valuable information.
And by the way,
for the sake of time, if you don't mind, because you said 7 steps, we're on step 1. If we could keep it to like a minimum of 2 minutes per step.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's 7 steps. I actually do a 5-day training, right? So once a month, I do a 5-day challenge, whereas though I'm showing you the 7 steps, but we're actually taking action on the 7 steps at the same time. As you guys can see, we already spent this much amount of time on step 1 alone. Step 1 is a whole day by itself.
Right.
All right.
So the 7 steps is actually a demonstration at the same time. You're not just giving up a definition, but you actually demonstrating. So we actually can go and go do them.
Absolutely.
So if he could tell us, if he could run through the 7 steps real quick, and then if we had time, he can explain them. That would help.
Absolutely. So again, all of this is on is getting started the right way. That's why I wanted to kind of just go ahead and say it, right? Because under that 7-1, you're able to open that business bank account. You're able to build business credit, which you can't do unless you got an established business, right? And now between these two things, right? And this is why it's important. When you establish business credit or a strong business credit profile, which I'm going to show you how to do. Again, as drivers, one of the tools you can use to establish business credit is gas cards, because you have to get gas, right? This is your job. This is what you do. Whether it's for personal purposes or business, it doesn't matter. Once you get those gas cards, you rotate them, you start, building business credit on that. I'll get more detail into that. But now you're building up a strong business credit profile, and you got cash flow going into your business bank account. Those two things tag team together. 6 months from now, 12 months from now, if you go and you say, I need 200,000 to start this thing, 250,000, I promise you won't have a problem, because you have a strong business credit profile and cash flow going into that business bank account. We're going to stop at that, right? And you're leveraging so many tax write-offs that you can't as a sole proprietor. It's step 1. So that's all a part of getting started the right way.
Okay.
All right. Step 2. This is probably what I would call one of the more cheesier steps of all the steps, right? Is not a lot of details into this. I do break it down though. So this is leveraging your incentives, right? Step 2 is leverage your incentives, meaning these are platform incentives. Now, it's hard for me to really kind of detail on this, because every platform has their own incentives, meaning that they'll give you, an extra, let's say DoorDash says, hey, we're incentivizing you this week. We'll give you an extra $100 if you do, at least 70 deliveries for us this week, right? That stuff changes by the week. But I also talk about in step 2 how you maintain certain bonuses and incentives that's available to you by having good star rating, right here, having good customer ratings, when to drive, when not to drive, right? So that you're per hour, that you're getting the most out of your time behind the wheel while you're driving, right? So step 2 is leveraging the incentives, right? Okay. Step 3, right? Now, this is what I call the cash cow. Step 3 is called the cash cow / referral bonuses.
Okay.
This is where the money is.
This is what I like. Yeah, this is what I like. Yeah, talk about this, because it's neighborhood cow, cash cow. This is what I like. Go ahead.
This is where the money is at. So now those first 2 steps are predominantly, most of those 2 steps are kind of like behind the wheel type stuff, like actual driving, right? And I told you I'm gonna show you how to make six figures by driving less, right? Mm-hmm. So now let's talk about the cash cow, what I refer to as the cash cow, because this is where I was making a lot of money at. All right. Did you guys know that Uber and Lyft pays up to $1,500 for referring new drivers and or return drivers? By the way, for those that don't know what a return driver is or the qualifications, a return driver just means that somebody that hasn't driven for at least 18 months. That's a year and a half. all right, then you can get a new driver. They can get a return driver or new driver bonuses for them as well. Now, it can range anywhere from $50 up to $1,500. Matter of fact, when I got started, I told you guys I just started about 6 weeks ago. I went into the group. I said, who want to make some money? Watch this, huh?
You just restarted 6 months.
Yeah, I just restarted. I stopped for about 3 years.
Yeah.
I stopped driving for 3 years. I just started 6 weeks ago. Okay. But I went into a Facebook group. I said, hey, who want to make some money? Give me a link, right? Because here's the problem. And this is what I want you guys to understand is never, if you guys are not driving, you thinking about driving or doing some other platform, never, ever, 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 ever go directly to the platform. Why? Because when you go directly to the platform, you're not going to get a sign-on bonus. And you're not going to bless somebody with a referral bonus, right? So you want to sign up always from some person's link. Never go directly to Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. You want to sign up. You only want to get started from somebody's link. I don't care who it is. Whether you know somebody or don't know somebody, go into a group or make a Facebook announcement and say, hey, anybody drive for DoorDash? I need a link. Ask for a link.
Now, why again? Why do we only want to sign up with somebody's link and not with the direct manufacturer?
Right. When you sign up with that direct company, you don't, number one, you don't get any type of sign-on bonuses. And that means somebody else doesn't get a referral bonus. When you sign up with somebody's link, you're going to get a sign-on bonus and you're going to bless somebody with a referral bonus.
There we go.
Okay.
Every company has two-way bonuses. Just about every company that I know of, they offer two-way bonuses, right? Meaning that they offer a bonus for signing on and a bonus for referring, right? So when I got started again, I asked for some referral a link so I can get started. So my Lyft link, I got $900 after I completed my first 100 rides, right? I got $900 and the person that referred me got $900. I did the same thing with Lyft. When I signed up with with Uber, when I signed up with Uber again, I got $650 after my first, I think, 100 rides, and the person that referred me got $600.
How fast do you get 100 rides?
It depends by every. It depends on how much or how little you drive.
Okay.
Yeah, and the area you live in, but those bonuses are set up by your area, so there's no specific amount. It'll tell you whenever you go to that link, because every area is different. Like where I live at may be different from Tennessee. Right, so that's how those are set. So it's nothing that you can really tell anybody. It will tell you how many deliveries you need to make, how many rides you need to do, whatever the case may be. Now that you maybe let's say for instance you got your sign up bonus. Now guess what? I've made over $7,000 or more from DoorDash. Guess what? I've never driven for DoorDash a day in my life.
Yeah, how you do that then?
Watch this.
Tell us more.
Listen, he made $7,000 by never driving with DoorDash. Yeah.
Never touching the steering wheel.
You sound like
not
me,
for them anyway. And technically, you can use this play without touching the steering wheel for anybody.
I had to touch it, and I made all the money too.
Watch this. Come on. Watch this. When you sign up for any of these companies, as if you're going to drive, right? You're interested, right? When the second you sign up, you'll go through the process, your name, your number, social security number, blah, blah, blah. You do this to see if you're going to get approved, because every company's going to do a background check first, right? And once you're waiting to see if you get approved, what have you, the second you finish signing up, they're going to send you an email or text message and say, hey, thanks for, signing up with interest. Hey, share our link. Share this link with your family and friends, and we're going to give them $100 if they complete 20 rides or 20 deliveries, and we're going to give you $100. Every company you do that with is going to do that when you sign up, whether you actually drive or not, whether you touch the wheel or not. The second you sign up, they're going to give you a referral link. Say, hey, thanks for interest. Share this with your family and friends. Everybody's going to give you a link. And they'll say, your family will get blah, 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 and you'll get blah every time you refer. Now, what I teach also inside the course, like I said, I don't have time right now, but I'm going to give you guys 8 powerful ways. I'm not going to do it now because I don't have time. But I show you inside the training 8 powerful ways to share your link, right, that you can make some money. Obviously, you got the regular way, which is most common for most people, word of mouth, right? You actually know family and friends, right? But you could also do it on social media. There are, I'm throwing out a couple of ways that I actually talk about and show you in depth. Right now, I'm throwing it out there. Online, that's powerful. Run ads, that's powerful. YouTube, Google Sense, Facebook, Instagram, all of these new things that wasn't out back when I was doing it, right? Like TikTok and all of the other new stuff.
Reels and everything, right?
Yeah, Reels, all the other new stuff that's going on, right? Or they may come out.
Referral link on all of these platforms, and if somebody click on it and become a driver, you about to start getting paid.
And then work from anywhere from the country. I don't care where they sign up from, anywhere in the country. All right. Now, obviously, the bonuses are going to be different again, depending on where that person signs up from. So, prime example, I wouldn't expect a person from Tennessee, right? The bonuses may max out at, like, let's say $200 max at Tennessee.
Right.
But out here where I live at in Cali, in the San Francisco area, like our bonuses are up to $1,500 out here. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on the city and state and all that stuff like that, right? On how big your market is. So anyway, that's that. I showed you how to share these bonuses. Matter of fact, I had one of my guys, I did a video inside my group, which is six-figure rideshare driver group, right? He came on, he did a testimony. I showed him the play, and he ran the play. He took immediate action. He signed up for a company, I think it was called like Blue Crew. Blue Crew is a company, they do random deliveries.
Okay.
And not only do they do deliveries, they have random jobs. So it may be a warehouse job that you sign up for. It's almost like a temporary type of deal. Okay. You know, you could do deliveries, deliver this, deliver that. It's like little gigs, right?
Right.
Now with that, I think he said they offered them like $50 after you take on, I think, 15 deliveries. So you get 15 for signing up. I mean, $50 for signing up, and you get $50 whenever that person completes 15 deliveries, right? Okay. So you get 50, they get 50, right? Yep. I had them put that in. Listen, it's thousands upon thousands of Facebook groups of job searching Facebook groups, you know, looking for job Facebook groups out there, right? I had them put it in at least 7 different job seeking Facebook groups. He had 33 people sign up that day.
Just off of the link.
Just off of the link. And watch this. You don't have to worry about content. You just copy and paste whatever they got.
That's it. Right.
On their website. You know, a lot of times, like if you go to Uber website and say, hey, Uber say, you know, drive an Uber this week and make up to $2,000, whatever they say, copy and paste that, put it in a group. And put your link in.
I love where you're going with this, man. This is some amazing information. We got about 10 more minutes. You think you could get through the other?
We're gonna run through it. So that was step 3, right? That's called, you know, that's gonna be leveraging your referral bonuses.
Step 1, getting started the right way. Step 2, build business credit. Step 3.
No. Step 2 was
leverage
incentives. Yep.
Okay.
Step 3, leverage in referral bonuses.
Cash cow.
Yep, that's the cash cow.
I know.
Now, step 4, think inside the box. Think inside. You capitalize the word inside. Think inside the box.
That's dope. Most people think outside the box. I love it.
Yeah, why we got to think inside? You tell me that.
Now, thinking inside the box, meaning I refer to inside the box as your car. How can you make money with your car while you're driving?
Love it.
Watch this. Here's one of the things that I did. Now, this is optional because there's some pros and cons to this, but this is just an option, right? This is just one of the ways. While I was driving, I had one of those, you know, like Firefly marketing things. I don't know what you call them, on top of my car, right? Like the taxis got. You see those lights they drive around with? Well, you can get those installed. Now, obviously, it has to be your car. Now, if you're renting or leasing, you can't do that. But if it's your car, you can have them. And they, number one, they'll pay you to install it on your car. But number one, they'll pay you by the mile, depending on how often that light is on and running. So if you already out driving, why not make some extra money? Right? Now, you can make an extra couple of $100 from that. Unless you was getting it like I was getting it. Like I said before, I was driving a lot. So what I was making is not normal, so I don't throw out how much I was making that often. But I was making an extra $1,200 a month just by having that on top of my car. Granted,
So
right, that's
what
not
is that?
normal.
What is that called? Can you give us? Because I know I get emails with putting stuff like stickers and things on my car just to drive around, and they pay me to do it. What is that called?
No, is the those actual advertisements, they're lights that you see on a taxi cab. You see those taxi cabs driving around, and those they got those digital things that change to show different companies.
And what are the requirements as far as what type of car do you need? Is there a certain like look?
It don't matter what type of car.
Okay.
As long as it's your car. That's the thing about it.
So, but what if it's like a 2000?
It don't matter. That part don't matter. No, none of that
What if
matter.
it got a couple of dents on it?
That need to matter.
It could be a 1970 Casanova if you want.
You could get on ride share with a 19 Casanova.
I'm
1970 Nova. It don't matter.
I'm only asking for the people in the back, you know.
Right. So now watch that. That was one company. That company was called Firefly. You can look that up, see if they offer that in your area. Every area has their own thing, so you do have to look at where you live at, right? Again, I had another company that was similar. They put the advertisements in the back of my window, right? I was making an extra $800 from that. So that was $2,000 extra a month just from those things being on my car. And I'm just doing what I was doing anyway.
Right, you just driving.
Just driving.
Wow.
So now you're making money without doing nothing extra. All right. So I go into some more stuff. I can't go into everything right now because of time, y'all. All right, so check it out. That's step 4. Think inside the box. What's that?
You didn't tell me all of this.
That's thinking inside the box. How can I make money with my car while I'm driving? Right? Now, we're going to come back to step 4 because what I'm going to show you in step 5, 6 actually is going to tie back into step 4.
That's it.
Right? So we want to take what we learned from step 5 and step 6 and put it into step 4 right now. Okay. So step 4, again, thinking what? Inside the box. Step 5, thinking outside the box.
Love it.
Now you want to diversify your income, right? Now that you diversify your income, what I mean by that is you want to have some type of outside business. I have an awesome outside business, which is a financial fintech company, right? Financial services, fintech. We actually help people with a lot of different things. Credit repair, business credit building, right? What I talked about in step 1. I'm partnered with a company that shows you and helps you do that. Okay. Business funding, right? Real estate investing, so many other things, right? So life insurance, doesn't matter what it is. Think outside the box, some type of business entity. And what I'm about to show you works with anything. The reason you want to do this is, and here's where I got this idea from. Before I started driving, long before I started driving, I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, right? And our Uber driver, when we got out the car, as I was getting out the car, the Uber driver said, "Hey, listen, I'm a handyman. I do a little bit of plumbing, electricity, blah, 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 blah. Would it be okay if I gave you my business card, just in case you or somebody may need this service?" Now, what most people want to say, sure. I took his business card. I live in an apartment complex. I don't need a handyman because you got, apartment maintenance. So I didn't think no more about it. I took his card, put it in my pocket. I think I know where you're going. Go ahead. And it was just there. Now watch this. I think 2 weeks later, I went to church and somebody asked me, say, "Hey, do you know a handyman? I got this problem going on." And I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, my Uber driver gave me a business card. I gave the business card to her. She had him do a plumbing job for her. She paid him $1,200, right? He did a good job. She referred him to her sister. And he did like another $800 job for her sister. Now, this man had just made $2,000. Why? Because he wasn't just driving. He gave out his business card. Just imagine he was doing like most drivers. They just driving. Maybe you got a side business or something on the side, but you just driving. He would have missed out on that $2,000. He would have missed out on that work. And watch this. I don't know how far that connection went. Maybe they used them for some more work, right? Maybe they referred them some other people. I don't even know.
Maybe he had other people he just didn't tell you about. But the whole purpose was actually using your outside business to help the
Absolutely.
inside business.
So he's thinking outside the box. While I'm driving, let me have some business cards on. Now watch this. When I got started, I was with, partnered with a credit repair company that paid me $100 every time I referred somebody, right? Now, here's the thing. And I actually didn't have to do the work. And by the way, on this, I'll go more detail into that. I do recommend home-based businesses. Now, there's a lot of outside the box type thing that you can do, such as being a handyman, you can do that. It still works, what I'm going to show you. But I personally recommend stuff that, or, you maybe want to think about things that you can do that doesn't involve you. Because maybe you're somebody that has a job already. Maybe you got a 9-to-5 and you're driving, as a side hustle, and you don't want to create a third thing. Well, you want to do something, partner with a company like I'm partnered with, like Miss Kim is partnered with, a company such as Inove that actually where you actually servicing people, but you don't have to actually do the work, right? But you get paid. Okay. So now here's what I did. I created a business card because I remembered that guy. So I said, hey, looking to improve your credit, contact me at this number, like a traditional business card. Mm-hmm. That was cool. I was getting some clients from passengers doing it that way. But watch this. I'm going to show you a gameplay. And this goes into step 6, right? So step 5 is think outside the box, right?
Yep.
And I'm sorry, this kind of ties in together what I'm teaching in step 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Now remember, thinking inside the box was step 4. So you want to take your new outside the box entity and bring it into your card, meaning that whatever you're doing on the side, you want to have some business cards or something for.
Okay.
Now, step 6 is what I call systemize. Now you want to systemize the process.
Okay.
Or automate the process. Right? Now, what does this mean? Let's say you got that outside entity, like I had credit repair, right? I had the business cards, that was cool, but now I switched my business cards from saying, need help with credit, contact me here. I said, need help with your credit? Do these 7 things right now and instantly boost your credit score.
Okay.
What am I doing? I'm sending them to a one of my blog posts. But instead of doing that, guess what? I'm getting their name, their number, and their email. So now I have a system to where I'm going to educate them, right? They're going to start getting text messages from me. They're going to start getting emails from me. They're going to start getting educated by me.
An automatic system.
Absolutely. So now, while you're driving, you don't even have to have a conversation. Now I put those in my back seats, put it a little bit on my front dashboard. So now when passengers get into my car, they can just scan or text a word, right? Instantly boost your credit with these 7 ways to instantly boost your credit. Text boost to this number. Yeah. So now when they text boost, bing, I got them locked into text message drip campaign.
Hey, that's amazing. And I am listening, and this is recorded, but I just text boss a minute ago. I had to hop on another webinar, being that I'm, on the advisory training team and stuff like that. I have to hop on another webinar. It won't let me shut down my camera. So don't think I'm ignoring you. I totally love what you got going on, but I'm gonna leave you kings to take on the mission. So don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm just
absolutely.
Do your thing. Right, go ahead, King. Go ahead. Love you.
Thank you.
All right, Lady, take care. So, all right, guys. So that's the next thing. You want to systemize and automate the process. So if somebody's writing that down, systemize and automate the process. So now I'm automating the process because now people are receiving text messages from me without me doing anything but driving. Right? People could book appointments with me while I'm driving automatically. Wow. People are going to start receiving emails from me automatically. I'm not doing anything but driving. So whether you got your own business or you're doing a partner or affiliate business, something like I'm partnered with, it doesn't matter what kind of business you have, right? Yeah. You can absolutely do this. So let's say, for instance, you have a massage parlor, right? Or let's say you work in a massage parlor, but you're driving as a side gig. So what I would do, just to give you guys an example, what I would do is something like this. Want a free massage? Scan here. Want a free massage? Text, or also on the same card, right?
Right.
Text free to some number. And you want to have an automated system to where they're automatically receiving email campaigns, email drips,
Oh,
right?
if
When they
y'all
text
want a
free.
free massage, ask Calvin for a ride in the Maybach. I just had to put that out there.
Hey, check it out. So what I would do is something like this. Want a free massage? When that person put in their name, their email, and that text message, now what you want to send them to is something to say, hey, thanks for signing up for our free massage. Once a month, we give away a free massage. Thanks for entering a win. But just because you're for visiting our website, we're going to give you 30% off, 40% off if you book an appointment within the next 14 days. Like, book an appointment immediately, and you're going to get 30% off just for when you come in. So now you got them locked into a email and text messages. And guess what? Now they can start receiving emails and text messages from you forever, for real. Until they take action.
Wow.
All right. Same thing. I don't care what you do. Watch this. Maybe you got some weight loss tea, right? You may have something in the back of your, on your seats, on your dashboard to say, hey, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Ask the driver for an example of our weight loss tea. Maybe you got some samples or something, right? We got weight loss coffee, right? Hey, lose 5 pounds in 5 days with our weight loss coffee. Ask your driver for a sample. Maybe you got some samples up in your armrest. Boom, you can have, or you could just send them to something that they can go to, put in their name, their email, their phone number, and say. Then maybe you'll say ask your driver for a sample. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got them locked in.
But you got them locked in. That's super dope. So that's 6. What's 7?
7 is you want to what do I call that? I'm sorry, I done lost what I call step 7 now. No, but step 7 is you want to actually expand. So 7, that's not the word I'm looking for. I actually call it something else, but somehow my brain is gone right now.
But expand is good. Expand is good. Why should we expand?
So now, step 7, you got all these things working for you. So basically now you want to start throwing some wood into the fire, right? So step 7, you actually want to, scale and grow. That's step 7. Step 7 is scale and grow.
Right.
Now that you got the whole process already set up.
And also 7 biblical means completion. So after you then completed it, you want to scale and grow.
Absolutely. Wow. So now watch this. You got step 1. You got started the right way. You building business credit. You got your business bank account and all this stuff like this, right? Step 2, you learning when to drive, when not to drive, how to make the most out of your time behind the wheel. Step 3, you got your referral bonuses going on. You're getting your referral bonuses going out there. Step 4, maybe you're making a little money while from your car while you're driving. Step 5, you got your little outside business going on, right? Step 6, you automating the process. What's left? Step 7, scale and grow. Because now that you're already doing, so now you just want to take what you're already doing and take it to another level. So just an example how to scale and grow work. All right, watch this. Referral bonuses. When I was making like $3,000 a month from referral bonuses, guess what I was doing? I was spending about $1,000 a month in ads between Craigslist, Google, Facebook, and Instagram. I was running ads, right? Now, you can put your links in these free places and do some of the other stuff that I teach, but guess what? When you scale and grow, now that you know that you're making a little money from these referral bonuses, you're like, how can I make more money? How can I take this? Maybe you're making $1,000 a month by just running the play that I show you with the referral bonuses. So how you take that 1,000 to make it 2,000, 3,000? You scale it, meaning that you want to run some ads now. And I go into a whole thing to show you how to run ads. So for those of you guys that don't know, like I said, ain't got time to do it, but that's a whole day by itself.
Listen, can you drop your information down here so they can get in contact with you? Let me tell you something and while I'm telling the people this real quick, and I know we got to get off. Real quick, man, I want y'all guys to understand one of the things that I pulled out so much stuff for what you talk about, bro, because there's a lot of stuff you did not tell me that stuff. You mentioned some stuff, but not like that. I love the detail part, but one of the things I really like, it stuck out to me is the referrals. Like, that is a game changer. You could actually use referrals, right? Or be an affiliate with almost any and every company that offers it and get money just by offer just by often just pointing in somebody else's direction, right? So
Right.
all you doing is just they giving you a link, you putting that link somewhere else, you referring it. When people sign up, you getting paid. Listen to me, y'all. If that's not one of the easiest
The
ways to
easiest
get
way.
money, y'all, I don't know what we doing, y'all. That's why we get on this platform and we tell y'all certain things, not just because we like talking. No, we might not like talking, but I know we like talking, right? We like talking because we like educating. But think about this, y'all. Y'all can literally just offer all the stuff he was saying. And I hope y'all wrote this down there. If y'all didn't, go back and look at the replay. Think about the referral, right? The referral programs to all of this. All you gotta
Right.
do is get a link. You start sharing these links to different platforms. That's free. You already doing it. You already on Facebook. You already on Instagram. You already on Twitter. You already on Reel, TikTok. Put your link on there in all these groups, and then just sit back and go do what you gotta do and start collecting money, y'all. Come on. If y'all can't do that, then guess what? That shows me that only two things in life. You only where you are by motivation or by procrastination. And you procrastinate. You ain't trying to don't go nowhere. Man, King, thank you for the love. Thank you for the where can we find you at and how can we get more information of this?
I tell you what, so you can find me on Facebook, probably at my name, Tyree Matthias, but you could also find my group, Six Figure Rideshare Drivers, Facebook, on YouTube. But guess what? I got a free book. Everything that I talked about, I put it in the book. I put it in the ebook.
So look, can we do this? Everybody who's on here, whether it's a replay or you watching it live right now, send us your email. Can we email them the free book?
No, I'm about to give you the link.
Oh, well,
check it out.
Well, can you still? People don't like to write stuff down. Can you still do? Email.
Yeah. That's fine. But go ahead and put the link in a post. You guys can put it in a post in the comments in the chat. SixFigureRideshareDrivers.com. Six figure, the number six. SixFigureRideshareDrivers.com. That's going to take you straight to the book.
I'm going on it right now. Six figures.
SixFigureRideshareDrivers.com with an S. Drivers with an S.
Ride share.
Yep. Somebody please drop that in the comments for us, please.
Ride share drivers with that.
SixFigureRideshareDrivers.com.
Thank you, Cornelius.
He put it in there. Thanks, King.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And check it out. When you sign up to get that free, it's called the Unlimited Guide for Six Figures as a rideshare delivery driver. When you get that book, right on the other side, you're also going to see an opportunity for you to join a 5-day challenge as well. You're going to be able to join the next 5-day challenge that starts in next month. All right. I believe it's going to be I don't know the dates right now, but it's the second week of next month. All right. Once a month, doing a 5-day challenge. You guys will register. You'll be able to hop into that challenge, and you're going to, like I said, I'm definitely going to educate you and show you more details about what I'm talking about. But on a challenge, we're actually going to do it together, right? So it's an interactive thing with that challenge, right? We're going to help you think about some things that you may not think about. Like you may not think about what type of business you want to start, what type of outside the box of business you can start. We're going to actually start getting your juices rolling, your brain rolling, start looking at stuff, start actually putting it in play. We're going to start thinking about your, how to choose a business name, how to choose a business entity, right? We're going to talk about how to, when you're choosing your business, right, you want it to be broad. We're going to talk about all these details that we can't talk about right now.
Right.
Cool. So we're going to talk about how to automate the process, how to straight up, create follow-up emails, follow-up text messages. We're going to talk about how to do all of this stuff that we can't go into details with, right?
Dope. But look, King, I thank you for coming on, giving us that information. Listen to me. That honestly, dude, that stuff was dope. Like I'm learning some stuff. You helped me expand, my mind to actually be like, what, I can get into rideshare without getting into rideshare and that type of a life. And then if I do get into rideshare, what's the ways that I need to do it and do it in a business manner and not the personal manner? Thank you, King.
Absolutely.
Ms. Kim, you want to close out? Let us know anything that you got going on and we can go from there. Thank you again, King. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely, my pleasure. So real quick, I think Miss Kim is probably on something else, but this.
Oh, she is. No,
Yeah.
she is. You is. No, I'm
I
sorry.
am, but I'm multitasking here. I just wanted to hear about what's going on for this weekend. I know Calvin did announce it earlier about what's going on this Sunday. Yeah, just tell everybody and drop a link of where they can actually register for the event for Sunday,
Gotcha.
Calvin, if you
Gotcha.
don't mind. And
Yeah.
then another thing, Colorado start looking. We're putting some stuff together. It'll probably be the first week in September. It's going to be called Fall Forward Financially, so it's going to be in the fall. So we're going to be putting some big things together about the fintech company and stuff like that, and how you can use that or leverage that to your advantage, whether it be business or personal. Here is Calvin's link for this up and coming event. You guys registered. This is something you definitely don't want to miss. I saw him and was it your cousin or your uncle on there?
Yeah,
And
my
the
cousin.
energy, the power, the level of excitement, the level of information is definitely something you do not, and I'm gonna repeat, you do not want to miss.
Absolutely.
So if you don't take this link right here and register, hey, I can't help you.
And listen,
8:30 Sunday. 8:30
P-
Sunday, Eastern time. PM.
PM?
8:30
Okay.
PM Eastern time. 8:30 PM Eastern time Sunday. Also, I will be sending out links. Check our Facebook. Tyree might have it on this Facebook. So if you watch Tyree page, it's gonna be on there. Miss Kim, it's gonna be on yours. Mountain time is 6:30. Pacific time 5:30. Right, King? That's 5:30 your time.
Right.
Central time 7:30. So just whatever time frame you on, we start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Beat me there. Listen to me, y'all. Beat me there. I promise you.
And listen. By the way, side note, you want to also get on there because a lot of what he's going to talk about on Saturday covers half of what I'm talking about in step one. So what I talk about in step one, he's covering 60%, maybe 70% of what entails in step one as a rideshare driver. So whether you're a rideshare or not, really any business, but I mainly speak to rideshare drivers. But what he's talking about, 70% of that is what he's talking about on
just how to start, y'all. How to get started the right way. Listen to me, y'all. Do not want to miss it. I appreciate Miss Kim gonna be on there, talk about some stuff. Tariq, hopefully I could get you on there, bro, and talk about some of the excitement things that you got going on. And look, y'all want to go ahead and register now because the slots is getting filled up. I don't know how many people can go on the Zoom. Do anybody know how many people can get on the Zoom? I think we got like 40 now.
I think it's 100.
I was
all right,
well,
cool.
100.
Well, right now I think we like at like 40, 45. You know what I'm saying? For the last time I checked. So it's people getting on. Y'all want to get on and fill these slots, y'all.
Yeah, so that's all I
appreciate it. Appreciate it, King. Look, we're gonna chop it up. If not tonight, for sure in the morning, so we can talk about our stuff on Sunday for a Sunday. You hear me? You hear me? Queen, you got anything you want to close out on before we leave?
Me? No, I don't. Personally, I just want to say I appreciate the Kings are really showing up this year, you guys. I know in the past about 85% of home-based businesses or entrepreneurs were women. The Kings are showing up this year. You know what I'm saying? They are showing up. So
women doing it.
You guys are doing it. I'm super proud of y'all. Thank y'all for keeping us in protection and guiding us in the right direction. Finally, I love y'all. And this is Kim from Colorado Springs, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you desire. So you guys have a blessed night, and we'll see you next week.
Next week, neighborhood.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out.